Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Ball handed off. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
It's an important first down on that running play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
LSU is now operating in the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, Chris, this drive looked outstanding until they got into the red zone. Seems like the wheels have come off. 3rd down and long makes it very tough to execute in the red zone. Now let's see what they come up with here on this 4th down play. Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Looking to build on this lead in this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Hands off to the left. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking right, this one caught. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver makes the catch. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
This play takes a little bit of time to develop. The quarterback shows outstanding patience here before he makes that throw.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They pick up the first down. Tackle at the 25.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Washington. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And now the handoff. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Snags a quick throw. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Second down, we're going to throw it. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Can he take it all the way? Inside the 10. Touchdown, Fresno State. And the defense joins the party with it. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year. They'll run it here.
tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. The back's got it. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Second down play coming up for this offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
1st and 10 play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Running play called on 3rd and short. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Nice first down run here by this running back, and these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
Receiver makes the grab. Short completion there, second down coming up. The shotgun running play call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust as their first timeout. So they're short on 4th down. The coach decides to try out the field goal team. He knocks this one right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into the... He's looking deep here. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake, and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Looks like 1 more play here before halftime. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. But anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
This one is right through. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half.
LSU 23, Fresno State 14.
Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. Will he score here? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Finding space at the 20. And he'll pick up the 1st down, stopped at the 27.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And that run, good for 1st down yardage. The drive moves on. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside and give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down.
I personally love the aggressive approach here by this offensive coordinator. You got to take some chances. You got to create some matchups. But if you don't protect the quarterback, you have no chance.
So bad plays on 1st and 2nd down puts him in a tough spot here. 3rd and very long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press in deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Punt is away, but it's not very good. And the punt coverage team able to touch it. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's running out of time here. He's got a 1st down and more. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got it. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. They'll feed the back again. Good enough for 1st down yardage. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Because much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Defense able to contain him after that juke, but he picks up a solid gain. LSU has moved into the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Can they pick up the 1st on the ground? Looks like LSU has the 1st down.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach 4th quarter offense all year long and the importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on 3rd downs, and they keep moving this clock. This is a clinic on how to run a 4-minute offense.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And here's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. First and goal, handoff. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. Second and goal for the offense. They'll try to run this one in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, they're just not successful here on second and goal, but let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first 2 opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up third down.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. And the beatdown continues. Sam Bam Cunningham, Bo Jackson. That's a play that legendary running backs have made.
And let's not forget Herschel Walker. Yeah, that's right. You're thinking of old school running backs.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, about the only thing that went right for the offense there, Chris, is they kept the ball in bounds to try to keep that clock moving. The defense does their job. They're just trying to think of any way at all to get that ball out and get the ball back to their offense to have a shot here.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Tackle, but first down.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. Do you think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest?
Caught over the middle. It's Washington. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes a quick catch. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down play coming up. Same tailback, another carry. And the defense able to hold it there to a short gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Well, here we go again. The field goal team is out there. This kicker's already got 3 makes in this game. And the field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
LSU 39, Fresno State 20.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seem to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Lets it go quickly. He's got it near the end zone. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
Now, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back. Feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.